Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jarek. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for dropping by. We are doing the usual. We are opening up some Flesh and Blood. If you watched the last video, we opened up some Rosetta. This video, we are going back to the original Aria set that takes place in Aria, obviously, because it's called Tales of Aria. But yeah, it's the other elemental set that came out a while back, way back in Flesh and Blood 1.0 era. Not much really to say here. Tales of Aria is dirt cheap, which is good if you're into the elemental stuff. Obviously, there's a few cards from the set that are being used by some of the new elemental heroes, and there are still quite a few staple pieces of equipment that are available in Tales of Aria, most notably the Spellbound Creepers for Runeblade. And more recently, it's got a lot of attention because of the upcoming Ranger that's coming out in High Seas, the headpiece New Horizon, which is the one that allows you to have 2 arsenal zones if you have a card face up in your first arsenal zone. So there's a lot of sort of theory crafting and speculation that that's going to be a strong mechanic for the new Ranger to take advantage of. So people are kind of like hunting that card in boxes of Tales, and also the price of New Horizon has shot up pretty significantly in the past few weeks. So yeah, that's kind of like the 2 big hits that you would love to see, love to pull in a box of Tales. But let's take a quick peek and see what else would be good. I'm just loading it up here on the screen. Obviously, all of the heroes from Tales of Aria have long since LL'd, so really the a lot of the pieces are sort of obviously more relevant to those heroes, less relevant today. Anything for Elemental Ranger is obviously useless right now in CC because there are no Elemental Rangers legal in the format. For Elemental Runeblade, obviously, we do have 2 Elemental Runeblades currently. So some of the cards that were relevant in Briar are also relevant in Florian and Aurora. Flicker Wisp is a majestic that gets or sees play in Aurora because of its sort of synergy with Arc Lightning. It's kind of a bit of a combo play there. But funnily enough, Flicker Wisp, when you're looking at some of the deck lists for players that make like top 8s with Aurora, Flicker Wisp is oftentimes a 2 of, maybe even a 1 of in many decks. So not as major of a focus in those decks, or Aurora decks more recently, but they do still see play in Aurora. There's obviously the legendaries. Wouldn't mind pulling a legendary. Crown of Seeds unbanned in Blitz most recently, so the price kind of went up a bit on that one. I'm just seeing some play in like fatigue versions of Terra, which is okay, it's fine. They definitely, some Terras definitely showed up in skirmish season most recently and saw some play. I myself play tested a bit of fatigue Terra myself, and it was fine. It worked. The games were extremely drawn out, as is obviously fatigue matches are. Not really my sort of cup of tea, but it was effective. Shock Charmers would be a great pull for Aurora. Definitely a card that I wouldn't want to have to purchase as a single because I think it's hovering around $100 right now. Rampart of the Ram's Head is a cool card. I love that it came in a extended art treatment by default. Not very many cards were like that back in the 1.0 era. I think the only other one that I can think of was another shield, Stalagmite, which came out in Everfest. Yeah, New Horizon, Spellbound Creepers, Duskblade. Yeah, maybe one day. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's sort of the big hits there. Let's crack into this box. Kept the Rosetta playmat out, given the theme. So just thought I'd add a little color to the background for the hand cam. I've been using the default playmat for most of my videos thus far, which I kind of like. I like the default playmat. I use the default playmat whenever I go to my armories, mainly just because I like that it is sort of like, it's not very distracting. I don't have to like look at some crazy design and be distracted by it when I'm thinking about my plays. I'm still new enough to the game that I kind of need to keep things a little bit clean, just so I don't like, you know, mess with my gameplay or my thought patterns when I'm playing. Whatever, it's not that technical. It's just I keep things simple is essentially what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm gonna crack into this first pack and see where we go. Let me see what the easiest way to crack these packs is. I think it's, yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be one of those. Okay, cool. Let's start getting into it. I'll go slow through the first one, and then we'll go fast through the rest. Let me just adjust my camera here. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, okay, sorry. I said I was going to go slow through the first one, and I'm just powering right through it. Sorry, my bad. So tomorrow is the foil. Let me just double check here. Yep, I just skipped over the rares. Okay, so let's do that again. We're doing this live. Okay, so it's common, 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 common. It's 5 commons. Okay, cool. We'll count that out next time. We've got a Frostfang as the first rare. We've got a Tome of Harvests, Majestic, and a So Tomorrow, common foil. All right. And Alexi token. Cool. All right. First rare is a Evergreen, yellow. Got a blue Sigil of Suffering. Foil is a Amulet of Earth. Very nice. Cool. Alright, we've got a Sigil of Suffering. Alright, there we go. Flicker Wisp. Majestic. See how much use that gets in my Aurora list. And then the foil is a Lightning Surge. Alright, first rare is a yellow Lightning Press. Got a Snapshot. And the foil is a Frazzle, blue. Alright, we've got a Bolton Shot. It's the first rare. Got a red Evergreen. Foil is a Turn Timber Blue. Nice. Alright, first rare. Biting Gale. Red. And we got a Cold Wave yellow. It's the second rare. And then Weave Lightning is the foil rare. Okay, got a yellow Snapshot, blue Frostfang, Vela Flash yellow is the foil. Okay. First rare, Lightning Press, red. Okay, we've got a Majestic, Awakening. Cool. We've got a Chilling Ice Vein foil. first rare. Rites of Lightning. We've got a blue Weave Lightning as a second rare. And we've got a foil red Thump in the foil slot. Alright, we've got Explosive Growth. Blizzard is the Majestic in the pack. Very nice. And the foil is a Emerging Avalanche. First rare, yellow Biting Gale. Got a blue Cold Wave. And foil is a blue Buzzbolt. Alright, first rare, Weave Ice, yellow. Got a Flash, blue. Chill to the Bone is the foil. Okay, first rare, Weave Ice, red. Rites of Lightning, blue is the second rare. Alright, and then we've got a foil Majestic, Force of Nature. Cool. Okay, got a Summerwood Shelter is the first rare. Weave Ice, oh sorry, Weave Earth, second rare. Evergreen, blue is the foil. Yellow Weave Lightning, first rare. Explosive Growth in blue is the second rare. Then we've got a foil Bolt and Shot red. Very nice. Okay. Icequake, first rare. Alright, we've got a Oakenold. Very nice. Lots of people feared this card when it came around. Back when Oldham was legal, and then now, even now today with Jarl, these definitely find their way into those decks because of the, you know, they pack quite the punch if you're able to fuse it. Give it +2, dominate, and then if it hits, they gotta put 2 random cards from their hand on the bottom of their deck. Pretty significant disruption if you're able to get it off. Very nice. Alright, and then the foil is a Earthlore Surge, yellow. We've got a Weave Earth, Blossoming Spellblade, Majestic, very nice. And then a foil Bramble Spark. Nice. Got a red Embolden, Turn Timber, yellow. Alright, cool. Check it out. Rampart of the Ram's Head is the legendary hit of the box. Very nice. We've got this in rainbow foil here. Looks good. Nice. I love the extended art treatment on this, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Looks great. Really, really nice. Very cool. Sweet. This also got a lot of play in that version of Fatigue Terra that I mentioned. And I suppose, I mean, really it really is kind of like a Fatigue tech piece for Guardian, for sure, right? Because you could just keep blocking with it over and over and over again, plus for 1 every turn. So it's pretty cool. Nice. All right. All right, we got a flash, Summerwood Shelter, and a Entwine Earth foil. We got a Evergreen Blue, first rare. Sigil of Suffering, red, always very useful. D-React for Rune Blades. And we have a Blue Mulch in the foil slot. Cool. Actually, just before I forget, let's get that Rampart into a perfect fit, so that we can prevent any immediate curling. And then let me just quickly get a silver. I put all of my equipment into silver sleeves. Got a bit of a reflection there, but I do actually already have a copy of Rampart, a cold foil one from before. So yeah, this one is probably, I'm going to put this one up for sale. So yeah, great looking card though. Love it. Okay, we've got red Turn Timber, Icequake, and a blue Winter's Bite. Alright, got a blue Embolden, Bolton Shot, red, once again. And we have a Blizzard Bolt yellow for the foil slot. Okay, looks like the second last pack here. Yellow Bolton Shot, first rare. We've got a blue Lightning Press. And the foil is a blue Stir the Wildwood. Cool. Okay, that's the last pack here then. Thanks again, guys, for dropping in, as always. I really appreciate you guys checking out the videos and coming out, hanging out. The usual spiel I like to give, of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up for the legendary hit in the box for the Rampart. Let's see what's in this last pack. Actually, first let's just quickly go over the Majestics. So we had a Tome of Harvests, got a Flicker Wisp, Awakening, we got a Blizzard and an Oakenold, and the Blossoming Spellblade, and then along with the foil Majestic Force of Nature. Really nice looking card there. So yeah, I mean, comparing this to the last box opening from Rosetta, definitely more Majestics, quite a few more, which is nice. You love to hit some M's, and then obviously the L hit, which we didn't have in the Rosetta box, so you love to see it. Let's crack into this last pack, and then I'll get out of your guys' hair. Alright, got Entwine Earth, Winter's Bite, Electrify, Earthlore Surge, Autumn's Touch Blue. First rare is Snapshot, red. Okay, nice hit. Man, last pack magic. Sometimes that works. Channel Lake Frigid, very nice card, very useful. The effect is absolutely debilitating, especially if you're running like a red line aggro type build. Dude, having to pay that extra resource for every single activated ability and card is brutal. Absolutely brutal. But yeah, no, great card. Awesome hit. Very cool. Add that to the Majestics pile. All right, and then finally we've got the foil card, which is a yellow Weave Earth rare. All right, awesome. I'll just skip through the comments here. There you go. Cool. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for dropping by, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.